Guys, I wanted to jump on today and be able to answer some of our questions that we get emailed to us, texted, all kinds of things. So we are constantly getting and having conversations with our clients or potential people that are looking to move here. So wanted to just share them with you through our YouTube channel because you might have a lot of the same questions. So before I jump into everything, though, I want to introduce myself. My name is Brandie Mathison-Klein. I'm with the Mathison-Klein group at Keller Williams Realty, and we have an amazing staff and team that love to service the Central Florida area. Be sure to jump onto our website at brandiesells.com, and you can check out our team, and also we've got a ton of different properties that you can search directly through the MLS. So be sure to check us out, and then also make sure that you jump over to our YouTube channel and give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our page, because we post new videos every single Thursday that give you really good information to take advantage of. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to jump right down and start going down the list of questions, and we will go through them one by one, okay? So the first question that we have is, we are looking to move from North Carolina. Where do we begin? This particular couple, they actually wanted to move down from North Carolina. They're able to work remotely now because of COVID. And so what they've done is they actually found a short-term rental that they are going to be renting for a time while they get acclimated to the area. And so the first thing that you want to do is you want to find either temporary lodging, or if you are going to be purchasing a home, you need to make sure that you have good solid employment. And then if you're going to be purchasing a property, you want to make sure that if you're getting financing, that you get pre-approved. So we've got some amazing lenders that can approve you and get that process started, because right now, especially in today's market, you cannot even get into a house without making sure that you have an approval letter, because we're seeing multiple offer situations, and a seller is not even going to entertain your offer without knowing that you're qualified to purchase the home. And agents aren't likely going to be showing you homes without knowing that you're qualified either, because we have a ton of buyers that are looking to purchase homes, and we only have so much time in the day. So first thing is make sure that you have good employment, make sure that you're qualified for your loan. Then you can start searching for homes on our website, and we will go out and help you find your first dream home. Or if you're looking for a temporary place to stay so that you can get acclimated to the area, that would be a whole nother thing. So those are really the first steps when you're looking to move to the area. Okay, so our second question, how do winters compare to New York? Do you experience the change of the seasons? Oh my, so personally, I've never actually lived in New York, but I do know that it's very far up north, and Florida, we are very far down south. And so I can tell you what I do know about Florida. So Florida, unfortunately, we don't have the four distinct changes of the season, should I say. We have either hot, mild, or cold. And I personally love our fall and winter months. So I would say between like October and April timeframe, the weather is absolutely fantastic and beautiful. I would say your average temperatures are anywhere from, in October, you're going to be looking at maybe like the 60s to 70s. Some days you might actually be in the 80s. In the mid of winter, we do have some chilly nights. There's a few nights that it gets down into the 30s, which we consider to be freezing. But aside from that, the biggest factor is the humidity. I think that would be one of the biggest things to get used to. The summer months, if you do like being outdoors, make sure that you're by water and that you're hydrated, because it's really stinking hot during the summer months. I personally enjoy being in the air conditioning during the summer months, or being, by water. But what I love is that we do not have snow to have to dig ourselves out of. So we don't get snowed in, we don't have snow days, we do have hurricanes. But is there 4 distinct seasons? No, it's either hot, mild, or cold occasionally. But overall, the weather is great. Okay, so the next question, how far is the drive from Clermont to Orlando? All right, so that all depends on what part of Clermont you are living in. So Clermont is actually a really long city. We actually have 2 different zip codes because it's such a long town. It would actually take you probably about 25 to 30 minutes to get from the north end of Clermont to the south end of Clermont. So I'm going to answer this in two different ways. If you are coming from the 34711 zip code, which would be considered North Clermont, it's going to take you about 30 to 40 minutes to get to the heart of downtown Orlando. That also depends on the time of day that you're traveling. If you're driving during the middle of the day, you could factor more on the 30-minute side. If you're driving during like rush hour time when people are coming or going to work, then I would factor more along the 45-minute side. If you are going and coming from the south side of Clermont, then you'd be actually taking a different route. You'd probably be jumping right onto I-4, and you're probably looking again at maybe 25 to 30 minutes to get to downtown Orlando from there. Now, I will say that one of our other questions is we're considering a move to Florida and want to be close to Disney. So what areas would you suggest? So once again, jumping into the north and south Clermont avenue of things. So South Clermont, the 34714 zip code, is actually very, very close to Disney. In fact, there's a lot of folks who absolutely love Disney or work at Disney. They live in that 34714 zip code. There are also a lot of short-term rentals that are available in that zip code because there's a lot of people that own vacation rentals and rent them out, and then they stay there on their own holiday. So you've got kind of 2 different dynamics of things. So if you're living in the South Florida, or the South Clermont area, then you would be looking at probably maybe 10 or 15 minutes to get to Disney. Now, if you're living in the North Clermont area, depending on there's a lot of different back roads that you can take to get there, but you're probably looking at about 25 to 30 minutes to get to Disney, depending on which park, once again. Okay, so another question that we have is, what is there to do for fun in the area? Oh my goodness. There are so many different fun things that you can do in the area. So in Clermont specifically, or the heart of Clermont, Clermont is really known for its lakes. So we have a ton of lakes. We've got the chain of lakes. So if you like fishing, if you like boating, water skiing, jet skiing, kayaking, rowing, there's a ton of water activities that you can do that you will never get tired of. Clermont is also known as the choice of champions, and so there are a ton of athletes out here. We've got a lot of different outdoor activities that you can do. So we've got trails, we've got a ton of baseball fields, and different things like that you can take advantage of. In the downtown Clermont area, we also have the splash pad that you can take your kids down to, with also a big covered picnic pavilion area and playground. So there's just a lot of things that families can do together. If you're a foodie, there are tons of amazing restaurants that are close by. You've got to check out the new revised downtown Clermont area because there's a ton of new restaurants. If you like beer, there are some microbreweries that are in town. I believe we have 3 or 4 different microbreweries, and they all have excellent choices for beer that you can taste as well. We also have some really great coffee shops, not just the typical Starbucks, but we do have about 3 different really awesome coffee shops that if you wanted to just get together with friends or snuggle up with a book, you can go to a great coffee shop, sit down and enjoy yourself in the coffee shop without having all of the constraints of time and things like that. And if the beach is your thing, we're actually centrally located to where we literally are like an hour and 15 minutes away from either coast. So if you like the Gulf Coast, then you can go to the Gulf Coast, or if you would rather go and catch some waves and do some surfing, then either coast you are able to take advantage of. So that's amazing as well. So those are just a little snippet of some of the things. And then obviously we can't forget all of the theme parks that are available. So we're literally, 20 or 30 minutes away from Disney. We've got SeaWorld, we have Universal, all of the different theme parks that are available as well, in case you like doing any of those things. So tons of things to choose from. You will not get bored at all. Okay, so we are looking to rent for a family of 4. What could we expect to pay for rent in the area? That's a really great question. So much of it depends on, where you're moving from, what you're used to as far as the cost of living is concerned. I can say I personally don't deal with rental properties. We only specifically deal with resales and new construction. But, obviously we know enough about the market. So if you're a family of 4 and you're looking to, rent a standard, maybe 3-bedroom, 2-bath home in the 34711 zip code of Clermont or Mineola, you would probably be looking to spend anywhere from, $1,700 to possibly $2,000 a month, depending on the size and the location of the rental. And so that would be, a typical budget that I would try to account for. I will say that these days rental prices I think are at a premium because there's so much demand right now, and it might actually be a little bit more beneficial for you to look at the options of buying a home, because we've had several conversations with clients where they actually have ended up saving a couple $100s a month when they went from renting to purchasing and owning their home because interest rates are so low right now. So I hope that that's helpful. All right, so our last question is, what neighborhoods would you suggest if we are looking for a retirement community? Okay, so Clermont is, oh my goodness, there's so many amazing options for retirement communities in Clermont and up along the Highway 27 corridor into Leesburg and Tavares, all the way up to the Villages, which is about a 45-minute drive. But there are several retirement communities, or what I would consider active adult communities, we call them. That would be if you're over the age of 55 or older, that you would be able to qualify for an active adult community. And those are typically gated communities. A lot of them have golf courses that are absolutely beautiful, and a lot of other really nice amenities such as, community pools, and they've got neighborhood activities. They have shuffleboard, they've got gyms, restaurants, all of those different things, so that you literally have a community within a community, and makes it very enjoyable. So on that note, some communities that I would personally suggest to check out. Kings Ridge has been around for quite a while, and that one is a guard-gated community, and it has a golf course, lots of amazing amenities, and very affordable housing in there. Heritage Hills is another one that's actually kind of like right across the street from Kings Ridge, and that one is a little bit of a newer community. They do not have a golf course. Both of those are guard-gated communities. They do have an amazing and beautiful community pool and a lot of other beautiful community amenities as well. You could also check out Summit Greens. That one does have a golf course. Beautiful hills. That one's located a little bit closer to the Turnpike, and also a little closer to things like Target and some of the other restaurants and Walgreens and hospital as well, if those are some areas of concern for you. And then as you go up Highway 27 a little bit, be sure to check out Trilogy. Trilogy is actually located in Groveland, which is right on the border of Clermont and Groveland. And it is absolutely stunning. They are known for their beautiful amenities. I compare Trilogy to kind of like a sandals resort. They have a beautiful restaurant in there as well. And they also specialize in having solar in a lot of the homes that are in there. So your electric bill is next to nothing. That's also a guard-gated community. And then as you move up through the Leesburg and Tiberias area, there's several other retirement communities that you can consider as well that I'm happy to go over with you more in detail. So I hope that those neighborhoods are helpful for you as a suggestion to check out. And if you've got questions, I would love to see your questions in the comments below. We'll be sure to make sure that we reach out and address and answer any questions that you have. You can email me, you can call me, you can check out our website at brandiesells.com. And be sure to catch us next week on our next video that we are going to be sharing with you every Thursday, okay? So take care.